today is Sunday and I'm getting ready for church, and I'm going to be recreating this makeup look for church. Makeup that eats on dark skin, it just eats, period. I'm going in with my Hegai and Esther foundation in the shade Cocoa and my NARS foundation in the shade New Caledonia. So I'm going in with a darker shade of concealer around the contours of my face. Now I'm just going to contour my face with Bronze Babe by Omari Code. Blend that out. Blush blindness has to be my favorite makeup trend. By the way, this is a matte liquid lipstick. It's from Beauty by AD. It's in the shade Titan. The model had a bright under eye that like dropped into a V all the way down to the sides of her nose. I don't think my under eye is bright enough, so I'm going to go in with my Beauty by AD concealer in the shade Bad 09 to just brighten the inner corners a bit. I'm just going to blend that out now. So when I blend, I typically blend in a soft tap motion. I'm not dragging anything, just like soft tap, diffusing it. I'm making sure there are no harsh lines. This is gorgeous. Skin on flick. Gosh, like I love black skin. Like black skin is so pretty. Proud much. But anyway, let's move on to setting. So to set my under eye, I'm going to start with this 2 shades of powder. I know it's light, but like it has a bright under eye, so I mean we're recreating a look. So I'm just gonna tap off any excess at your under eye carefully to see if there's any crease, and if there are any creases, you want to blend that out before you go in with your powder. So I'm using the compact powder to set my under eye first. Okay, that is good coverage. So I'm just going to use this shade to set my contour. It's not very dark, but that's okay because, like, you know, I already have a chiseled face. okay, don't mind me. I already have a chiseled face, so like I don't need to do too much. So I'm just setting the contoured parts of my face. I'll just on my nose. So I'm just gonna go ahead and bake. By the way, I'm using Nuban Beauty setting powder in the shade Caramel. Okay, then this is like one of my favorite things to do for like that pro makeup look. It's called sculpting. So it's like going under your contour to just carve out the cheekbone. It gives your face like a more structured look. Like, so I'm going in with this Beauty by AD blush in the shade Sweet Apricot. Beauty by AD blush, oh my god, I love it. Like, it's so pigmented. Really and truly, I love blush blindness. Like, I remember when we used to be like so cautious of you over blended, you blend it out because you don't want to look like a masquerade, but now look at us. Okay, so just to intensify the shade, I'm going to go in with Ruby Rush from Beauty by AD. So I'm going to be doing the Lagos MUA brow routine. So they would start with laying, most times with like very intense stuff like hair gel or lash glue. So I'm using my NYX brow glue to just lay my brows. I just use like the edge of my brush to lay that flat. Bake. Now I'm just gonna outline the brows. Just going to lightly fill, just ever so lightly, just filling with soft hair-like strokes. Okay. Okay, the brows are looking nice. So I'm just gonna clean the brows. Just gonna blend that concealer. Just so, like I said, I don't like harsh lines. In fact, what makes your makeup pro is like the ability to do makeup without harsh lines. I'm just gonna set my brow bone with setting powder. Okay, moving on. Annie's Beauty. I'm gonna start with this shade right here. And I'm just gonna blend this all over my crease, to my nose, back out to the crease. This eyeshadow is actually very pigmented. I like it. Back and forth. Just diffusing that eyeshadow into my crease. And you want to blend it into like the beginning of your brow. So this is the first time I'm using Annie's Beauty and I love it. The eyeshadow is so pigmented. Now, so I'm going to go in with a darker brown from the same eyeshadow. Let's do this one. Now I'm just going to be more precise with that. I won't blend it all over. It's going to be focused in my crease. To go in with this black eye pencil because the model had this like lifted eyes. From here I'm just gonna take the pencil up. I'm gonna do this and then I'll use a small pencil brush. I use a pencil brush to pick some black and blend that. I'm just gonna blend that upwards towards the tail of my brows, just for that lifted look. Look at that lift. I'm just going to blend it into my outer crease. Just create a little bit of depth. I'm just going to make sure that everything is looking nicely blended with the fluffy brush. You know, this could actually be darker, but since I'm going to church, I'll just leave it like that. Do the same thing for this eye. Blend it out. Next, I'm just going to apply eyeshadow base to my lid. I'm using one from P. Louis. Of course, that's my favorite base. And I'm just using this base just to intensify the color. I'm using MAC eyeshadow in the shade Expensive Pink. I'm just going to pat that on. This is gorgeous. So I'm just adding a bit of like gold pigment just so it will pop more, and of course it did. I'm super late to church. I'm a leader in church, and today is Women's Day, so I'm going to be anchoring some parts of the service. I think this makeup is too much for someone who's anchoring service, but if my pastor says you cannot anchor this service because your makeup is too loud, I'm gonna hold you guys responsible. Okay, so I'm just gonna line my eyes quickly. Just gonna line my waterline, and that is going to be like a simple line. Okay, I'll just apply mascara before my lashes. So it's not like a thick layer, just like dusting off any eyeshadow fallout on my lashes. So for lashes, I'll take something from this Missmetics lash pack. So I'm just going to... So cute. Look at the difference it makes. Oh my goodness. It is so gorgeous. This lash is gorgeous. I'm just gonna press that into my skin. Just press. Just press the setting powder into my skin just to absorb oils. Blend the powder all over my skin. Setting my whole face basically. I couldn't get my under eye to be as bright as the model's own, but this works still. Adding some mascara to my bottom lashes. Always a trusted step to take your makeup from basic to baddie. Is that the model had like a bit of her eyeshadow on her bottom lash line, like here. Okay, that gives like a Barbie look. Wish I had like the pigments that the model had on. It would have been so exact, but since I don't have the pigment, I am making do with what I do have. For lips, it was nothing dramatic. I'm just gonna go in with my Armor from Silpro Cosmetics in the center of my lips. And I'm going to blend that to line my lips. A brush to just apply some clear lip gloss. Okay, that's it for lips. I'm gonna go in with my setting spray. We forgot to try it on. Oh no, this makeup is gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It's giving. I love it. Okay, so I'm just gonna use my powder puff to just like set my under eye again. It has a bit of powder on it, but that is good for like that airbrushed finish. It's a necessary last step. It's so gorgeous. Yeah, this makeup is flawless, like, guys. For finishing touches, I'm just going to use my beauty blender to just pick up some dewy highlighter and just like blend that into my forehead, just for that natural shine. Just using my Kevyn Aucoin in the shade Prism. No, I can't remember. Let me know in the comment section, on a scale of 1 to 10, how well did I do? If you want to see more of me and my tutorials, because I'll be bringing these tutorials to you at least once a week, and eventually maybe add a bit of lifestyle. We'll see how it goes. But if you want to see more of me and my tutorials, don't forget to subscribe and click the like button, please. Thank you. See you next week. So yeah, this is my outfit for church, and I'm going to be anchoring part of service today. Wearing this lovely dress by ERM Fashion, and my purse is from Zara, my shoe is from Zara. In my purse I have a jotter, a pen, my phone, and yeah, I'm off guys. See you.